Um, you know how family business can tend to be a little more real and personal than just normal business? Well, this is some family business, and you deal with family business because you love your family, right? So, my white Christian brothers and sisters, we got to talk, man. Look, Black Lives Matter should have been what those who play baseball would call a lob ball, right? A pitch served to you in such a way that you should have just easily knocked it out of the park. But I'm concerned, like I'm legit concerned. Hear me. History does not fare well for Christians who did not passionately fight for and side with those fighting for social justice. What we are experiencing now isn't new. Throughout history, there has always been a resistance to the forward movement of people of color. Sadly, oftentimes brought on by white individuals using the cause of clinging to their faith, saying, I feel the way I do because Jesus says. I scroll on social media and I see those exact same arguments today from people I know. Listen, people I care about, people I went to Bible college with, people that I love. But here's the thing. Brace yourself. Now, this is coming from a brother of color who loves you. Your passionate attempts to stand by your very specific principle, your one issue that you can't let go of, your scripture references that defend your flag but not your neighbor, and sometimes just your silence come off a bit racisty. Look, I'm just keeping it real. I can't speak for all black folks because we are not monolithic, but I can speak for enough of us to tell you there are a whole bunch of black folks out here that follow this same Jesus that you claim has changed your life. It's also very possible that he's changed their lives as well. And though they may not be sitting next to you in your church, when they see something that doesn't look or sound like him, they know. And there's so much right now that so many of my white brothers and sisters are putting out in the world having to do with people of color that just doesn't sound or feel like him. In fact, it just sounds racisty. And black people are talking about it. This is how you are making them feel. Oh, listen, I'm a black person and I'm telling you, this is how you are making us feel, making me feel. So family, hear my heart. I'm going to get a little Jesus-y here for a minute. We know that so much of Jesus' time spent in the New Testament was spent telling religious people of the time that they were wrong. That where they were choosing to put their focus and energy was in the wrong place. He does this over and over in Scripture. The woman at the well, a Samaritan. We know at that time, Jews did not associate with Samaritans. But here's Jesus doing what Jesus does. And in that moment, he saw the individual in front of him and recognized his responsibility to her in that moment. Or the adulterer that the Pharisees brought to Jesus saying, this is the way it should be. And this is how she should be treated for what she has done wrong. Again, Jesus recognizes the moment and where he was needed most. I love that Jesus says to this woman, has no one condemned you? Nor have I. Listen, that was some gangster-ish back then. That's equivalent of Jesus dropping in your DMs right now and saying, yo, hi, you're wrong. And finally, the Pharisees tried to test Jesus with a question. They asked him, what was the greatest commandment of them all? Jesus replies, now wait for it. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and with all your mind. This is the first greatest commandment, and the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. And if you don't think this pissed off the religious people of the day, you may want to take some time to take another look at how Jesus spoke to people who surveyed the law but were ignorant of the people that they were also supposed to be loving. I know I shouldn't have to use the adulterer to make my point about why I matter. No one should have to convince anyone who calls themselves a follower of Jesus Christ that they should love people better. But here I am. But like I said, this is family business. And as your brother, I'm encouraging you. We all have those moments in life that make us go, all right, maybe I need to turn around and go to the other direction. Maybe if my brother is telling me that my brand of Christianity is coming off racisty, maybe I just need to swallow my pride, drop my stone, and listen to him. Maybe my brother matters. Maybe Black lives matter. Much love to you, friends.